Hey folks, Ryan Gunness here today, and today's video is voicemail pitch. So, as you're using the MLM Recruit on Demand system, there's going to be situations where you're going to be kind of playing a lot of voicemail tag back and forth with prospects. And sometimes what I like to do to kind of end the phone tag is I actually pitch their voicemail. Okay, and it saves time for me. I don't do it in every situation. It really depends what's going on that day. But what I'm going to show you right now is going to serve in two ways. One is it can save a lot of time, and two, if this is a new process for you and you're trying to learn your script, what I would recommend is actually pitching a bunch of voicemails so that you can get practice in your script and your pitch, and it's a good exercise. I did this in the beginning of my career, where I would just pitch voicemails until I learned my script. Okay, because I really was not comfortable with talking to people live, and I really wanted to know what I was saying, so I needed the repetition. So rather than stand in front of a mirror and say it 1,000 times, I figure I would just call and look for someone's voicemail and pitch the voicemail. And if I got somebody live, I would apologize and say I have the wrong number, and I would move to the next call. And that's how my mentor trained me in the beginning. All right, so I'm going to show you a call here. So, this guy got a call from me, from my system, saying that I came across one of his sites, and I had a quick question, and he called me back. So this is the voicemail he left me when he got my
Hello,
voicemail.
Mr. Dennis. This is Bear A. Bear. You said you came across one of my sites and had a question about it. Please return my call at 832.
Okay, so that was the message. So he got my voicemail, and he just let me know, hey, I got your message. You came across one of my sites. What can I do for you? And that was his message. Pretty simple. Okay, that message gets return calls, whether you are on, whether you're doing it manually or you on the incoming call service that we have. When people get that message, it'll generate incoming calls, guaranteed. Okay, so I called him back, and I was, really, kind of busy, so I really didn't want to keep playing phone tag. So I decided to pitch his voicemail, and here's what it sounds like. Jump ahead a few seconds here.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey Bear, Ryan Gunness, playing some phone tag with you from yesterday. I'll leave you a little message so we can kind of end the phone tag. I'm in Florida, Port St. Lucie, Florida. And reason I'm reaching out to you is I'm expanding one of my businesses. I'm in the network marketing industry. So I'm reaching out to some networkers. I believe that you may have been in the industry in the past. So just wanted to connect and see if you might be open to taking a look at any good opportunities. If yes, give me a buzz back. You can always leave me an email address, and I can shoot you out some info. 561. All right, that's it. So if you listen to any of my past calls, if you know my script, that's pretty much the script that I teach to say to people in live, in person. But in this case here, I'm pitching his voicemail, and the only thing I did different is at the end I said, if yes, give me a buzz back. If leave me your email address if you get my voicemail. So that can save a bunch of time. Okay. Well, that was yesterday, and this morning, bright and early, I think like 8:30 this morning, I get a voicemail, and here's the voicemail.
Hello, Ryan Dennis. This is Bear A. Bear. You had given me a call yesterday. I do get into the network marketing, and it is something that I'm interested in, and have joined a few and had a little bit of success, extremely moderate success with it. But I'm actually in one right now that's brand new, literally brand new. Has less than 3,000 people in it right now. But shoot me an email about the one that you're involved in, and maybe we can trade. Hell, who knows? Maybe you might be interested in being involved with the one that I'm involved in. So But you can shoot me an email. My email address is auctioneer.
Okay, so I'm just gonna end it right there. So he's giving me his email address. Okay, and he took his time and he gave me the email address properly. So how this applies to your world, one is, you can, if you're now learning this approach and this script for the first time, I would invite you to go pitch a bunch of voicemails. So if you're now trying to actually internalize and learn the script here, in your back office you got unlimited supply of contacts. Go ahead and start calling people. Look for voicemails, and in reality, most times you're going to get somebody's voicemail on the first time you try to call them. So 60-70% of the time you're going to get a voicemail. So pitch the voicemails, and if you're real nervous about the whole thing, if somebody answers live, you could let them know, hey, I think I got the wrong number, and apologize and have a nice day. So you could kind of do that until you get really, really comfortable with this conversation. Because if you notice, even in my voicemail pitch, a couple of things. One is I didn't really sound like I'm reading a script. I've said this, thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So it's really natural for me, and it doesn't sound scripted. So you want to be able to get to the point where it sounds very, very natural for you. And you can kind of play with your words. I don't say it exactly verbatim every time, but I know what I'm going to say. So that's number one, to get natural. Number two is it creates the possibility of getting callbacks. Okay, now I would say not all the time you get a callback. I would say maybe one in every 20 people that I do this with, I get a callback. So if you're doing this, you'll end up getting callbacks. I don't really say that this is the ideal thing to do in every situation. It really depends what you have going on and what stage you're at in your business. Where I was at, currently, and the timing, for me it made sense. Sometimes I leave this voicemail pitch and I don't get any callbacks from it, and that's fine. That means they listened to it and they, didn't have an interest and they didn't want to talk further, and that's fine. In this case here, this guy, he said he was honest. He had an interest in network marketing. He was honest. He said he didn't really have any big success. He's had moderate success. He said he's involved in something right now. He's excited about it, but he's open-minded, and he's at least open-minded enough to realize that, hey, there may be some opportunity in us connecting and building a relationship. Maybe I could be a prospect for his business, or vice versa, which he said that. And that's what you want to do. You want to build relationships. You want to connect with people, like-minded people. In this case here, he realizes the value of connecting with like-minded people. So this could turn into a good prospect for your business if you're following the same process. Okay, and like I teach, it's about building relationships, connecting with people. Not every call turns into someone joining your business right away. It takes time, but if you're building your pipeline, those things turn into good things. I guarantee it. It's like, it's like the regular relationship world. I hate to say the dating world. I'm a happily married man, but let's say, a boy meets girl. Well, they don't get married the next day. It's a process. To have a healthy relationship, it takes time. There's a courting process that happens, and vice versa. Girl meets boy, same thing. So you got to look at it that way. And if you consider yourself professional and you're taking your network marketing business serious, then you want to be adding people to your contact list and building relationships with them, and the right people will pop at the right times. All right, so that's my thought for today. I will catch you on another video. Ciao.